And Marconi escapes pressure and throws an interception, and Grayson will return it for a touchdown. We are tied. Rocco Marconi scrambling away from a defender, and Grayson steps in front of the pass and scores. 3rd down and 5, 1 minute to go in the quarter. Still no Bulldog, as Bulldog wideout has caught a pass. Hart is out of the shotgun with Baja to his left, and Hart will hand off on a delay. No, he won't. Sacked in the backfield, Joe Dazzo on a blitz, and he's poking fun at Jasper Hart down on the ground. Joe Dazzo, forget about David Baja, he just creams Jasper Hart. It's another 4th down.
2nd and 9 to the 48. Honolulu just 1 timeout left. They get the ball, leave with about 30 seconds left. Hand off Parker. Parker's got the first down.
Parker, back attack. Tag.
Down to the 6-yard line. Ball game.
Between arguably the top 2 teams in the league coming up in a couple of weeks. 3rd down and 4. Zuli back to pass. Deep shot to Corky's wide open inside the 15 down to the 11-yard line.
Red Feather's going to have Brewski in the backfield, 2 wide receivers, and a tight end. Red Feather pump fakes once, right-hand side. That's going to be picked off! Picked off by O'Neal. Julius O'Neal with his first interception of the day.
It's panic time now for the Pride. Christensen throws. That's batted up the air and intercepted. It's taken away and down the sideline goes number 20. Lucius Sanders put it on the board. Touchdown, Cleveland. Oh my goodness.
And here's the counter play to Zulu, and Ogun will go.
He's
his
still
best
going.
run of the day, and Ogun Zulu will go for the touchdown. Wow, what a run by Ogun Zulu.
Unbelievable.
And they're being very precise, like exactly what you wanted them coming out of the half. And Pickler dropping back. He's going to fire deep, and it's going to be caught. And he's at the 30 to the 20 to the 10 and taking it into the end zone. Nick Finch with a huge touchdown, and just wow, what a play from the Gladiators, and the coverage there from the Tyrants. The DB went for the interception, and he came up with error.
1st and 10 from the 21 here. Just over 6 minutes to go in the 3rd. Chicago trying to uppercut this St. Louis Gladiators team and put them on the ropes. King, shotgun snap, moves in the pocket, fires deep down the field, caught at the back line! What a grab, and the first touchdown of Greg Soto's career is a spectacular one.
Greg Soto coming in, replacing the retired J.C. Torres. Said, don't worry, Shane, I know you're about to win one.
This will be just under 32 yards for Otis Boudreau. On his left hash, the right footer stands ready. Spot is down, kick is up. It is good. Otis Boudreau does it again in walk-off fashion. Louisiana taking down Florida 20-19.
They go 4 wide with the tight end split out. South over the middle, throws another interception, and this time it's Jack Brown.
That one's going in the house.
Touchdown at the 36.
They call this, Colin, the law of averages. You know, whenever there's this many interceptions going on in a game, one of them's bound to go back to the house and get some points, right?
Oh my goodness. Now both the linebackers have an interception, but this time Jack Brown turns around and runs it into the end zone.
And I'll tell you something. He dropped for Dunhill. He's going to lob it deep. It's going to be caught. No one around him. He's going to be in. Touchdown. Forward Toros. Stephen Hacker does the robot and gets us off flying.
Good evening, SFL Nation. We got Saturday Night Football here in Vancouver, Canada at King Coast Stadium. Tonight's ball game is the Vancouver Legion hosting the Sioux Falls Sparrows. You get a treat tonight. You get me twice. This is Chad rolling in the play-by-play booth. Just got off my hour and 8-minute flight from Vegas after Vice Wars. Jumping in here to Vancouver and looking forward to this game, as tonight in the booth with me is none other than Jack Brown. Jack, good evening. How are you doing tonight, my man?
I'm doing wonderful, Chad. This is a great game we got on tap for us here. Two teams in the midst of the playoff race, but they got different goals in mind tonight.
Yep, and Jack, let me ask you, what is the key to victory? Give me a key for each team to get the victory tonight.
Well, honestly, for these two squads, for Sioux Falls, they got to improve on their scoring defense. That's right towards the bottom of the league, 26th overall. They need to improve on their defense against this high-flying Vancouver offense. Meanwhile, Vancouver, pretty much the same thing, honestly, on their end. Top defensive unit in the league. So long as they can hold up their end of the bargain, Vancouver should have a way to win.
Yeah, Vancouver, they are second with run defense and second in total yards allowed as well. Fourth in points allowed at 22.4 per game. So this should be a good battle, and it looks like Vancouver will be getting the ball first here at home. As you can see, they are in their Canuck jerseys tonight in honor of the Vancouver Canucks. And there is the kickoff, as that is going to be taken from their own end zone. And that's going to be taken past the 20. He's got a little bit of room there, but he's going to get stopped at the 24. And that is going to bring out the quarterback for Vancouver, the 5-season veteran, his second season in there, Vancouver, Christian Brown.
Yeah, when it comes to Christian Brown, he's been having an all-right season so far. Up there in the passing attack, 5th overall in the league. And 22 passing touchdowns. He's been having a decent season so far.
Split back formation here for the Legion. Brown drops back, looking down and deep, and that is tipped away. Almost intercepted, Jack. And the defense for Sioux Falls making a good play.
That's exactly how you want to start to get your hands up, knock it down. Not much more that Sioux Falls really could have done there, apart from pick it off.
And that was a dropped interception. As you can see here now, they got 5 wide coming here, Vancouver does. As they're going to be looking to maybe go deep. Sioux Falls pressing. Looking over the middle. Finds, and that is incomplete. Looked like it was in and out of the hands of the receiver. Looked like Blackwell may have been the intended target.
They went for the all slants, jammed it right up the middle. And unfortunately, it's another batted away ball.
3rd and 10 from the 24. As they're going to come out 4 wide, single back set. Sioux Falls in the dive 3-2. Brown looking over the middle, finds his target. That's a first down. And that's the always dependable, looks like Brett Killian with the catch.
A perfect arc, just like a rainbow through the sky. And at the other end is that pot of gold in Brett Killian. Just a perfect throw from Christian Brown.
The 12-season veteran, 4-time All-Star Brett Killian with the catch. Split back formation here once again, 3 wide receiver set. Brown, short drop, pressure coming to him, looking to the outside. That is tipped away, and it looks like Ringgold there, or actually take that back, Davis with the deflection, and that's going to set up 2nd down.
Yeah, I can see what they were doing, trying to go on like that check down, gain a few yards. Not a bad play call, but Sioux Falls right underneath them.
2nd and 10 from your links, 44 yards.
Looking like another 3 wide receiver set once again. Brown, short drop, looking for the out route, finds his man, and that is going to be a pretty decent gain to set up 3rd and 7. Chris Curtis there on the catch, and let's go through the Vancouver offense. Christian Brown at quarterback, Robert Redford, the 11th season veteran, and at running back, Sawyer Stern is the fullback.
Justice Blackwell, Hector Huxley, Brett Killian, and Chris Curtis are your wide receivers. James Walters is your tight end. Mike Coverson and Michael Percoco. That silly raccoon there on the offensive line. 5 wide, a set once again. 3rd and 7. Brown looking, and he gets hit as he throws. That is incomplete. The pressure brought up there by Barnett, and that's going to be 4th and 7.
And that was the perfect set of plays there for Sioux Falls on that last set of downs to take the ball away and hopefully start playing the game at their pace.
Yeah, and that was a good defensive stop there by Sioux Falls. And let's see what the offense is going to be able to do, as that's going to be fair caught there at the 21. And that is going to bring out the 15-season veteran, Julian Tyree.
He's been here forever and a day, hasn't he? One of the top quarterbacks of all time here in the SFL. I mean, what can't be said about Julian Tyree that hasn't already been said?
Yeah, he's one of the best. 4 wide receiver set here, 1st and 10. Tyree drops back, pressure getting to him, and over the middle, finds his target, and that is out to the 43-yard line, as it looks like the running back, Jason Williams, makes the catch.
One of those deep routes, you like to see it out of a running back. It's a lot right through, you don't expect it, get a big gain.
1st and 10 from the 43, gun split formation. Looking over the middle, finds his target there as well, and that's going to be on the Vancouver side of the field, as that was Noah Terrazas there, the 7th-season veteran with the catch.
Yeah, simple, good pitch and catch there. Good on Noah Terrazas for grabbing that.
Heavy set formation here for the Sparrows. Jason Williams in the back. Tyree looking, finds Williams in the swing pass, and that's going to be just a gain of just a gain of 3 there to set up 2nd down. Got 3 wide receivers set here out of the split back formation for the Sparrows. Tyree, short drop. Looking, finds his man. And that is going to be A.J. Warren there on the catch. And let's go through the Sioux Falls offense. Julian Tyree there at quarterback. Jason Williams in at the halfback position. Charlemagne Cornelius is the fullback. Michael Knight, A.J. Warren, Noah Terrazas, and Kay Marion are your wide receivers. Ben Harrison is the tight end, the rookie, and Hadrian Marlowe, the 5th overall selection in this past draft, there at left tackle. Gun formation here once again, a back on each side. Tyree over the middle, tipped away, and that was almost intercepted. There was a lot of legion there, and it was hit the turf.
They let him cook there. Maybe on that one he cooked a little bit too much. Drew Hamilton getting right in front of the ball, swatting it down. That was a good one.
Yep, and going through the Vancouver defense, Achilles Papatonis and Cabron Womack are your defensive ends. Gerald Giudice, Josh Farnsey, and Earl Fields the 4th, and Marquise Reed round out the front 7. Major Key, Michael Lister, Zach Lay are the corners, along with Mark Lopez and Will Stern are the free safeties. And Drew Hamilton is the strong safety, as that is going to be caught over the middle by Cornelius, and that's going to set up 1st and goal here from the 9, Jack.
Yeah, and who thought that we were going to see this coming out here? That Sioux Falls be firing on all cylinders on offense, and Vancouver be kind of playing on the back foot defensively.
Sioux Falls playing for their playoff lives. They still have a shot. They definitely have to win out for sure. But these games now officially matter. 1st and goal from the 9. Tyree, short drop again, looking at deep at the back of the end zone. That is caught. Touchdown, Sparrows.
And that is a simple 1-2 punch on defense and offense from Sioux Falls. Exactly how you want to come out in a game like this, where it all is on the line.
And that was Kay Marion there on the catch. She is a huge target for this Sioux Falls offense. And that is going to bring out the kicker here for the extra point. Good snap. Good hold. The kick is up, and it is good. So Sioux Falls strikes first with the score of 7-0. So if you're new to the SFL, the Simulation Football League combines traditional sports, esports, and role-playing game into one. Team strategies are being executed in real time by our simulations as real-life players compete on the virtual gridiron. For more information about the SFL, visit our website at simulationfl.net. The SFL, it's football for everyone. So let's see how Vancouver comes back out on offense there and looking like a decent return up to the 24 as Blackwell sets him up pretty nicely there as Christian Brown's going to come out once again. We did not see Robert Redford get used at all in that first drive. Let's see if they go to him as he is 75 yards away, Jack, from 15,000 yards.
Yeah, and I'm sure everyone here in Cascadia would love to see him cross it tonight.
1st and 10 here from the 34. Brown looking. He is going to find Redford, but it is going to be on a swing pass. He's got a little bit of room as he's going to get about an 8-yard gain, and that's going to take it out to the 32.
Well, that's a good start to feeding Redford. Throw it out on the dump off. He gets the yards himself. Does a good job on it.
Heavy formation here out of the single back. Brown looking, finds the swing pass to Robert Redford. That's going to be a first down. Does a little spin move, gets up to the 38. As Redford was there getting the first down. And he could be a big target there in the pass game as well. You know, we talk about how he's a big runner, almost getting to 15,000 yards, but he can do it with his hands in the passing game as well. And they're going to go to him once again. Redford with the nice little spin move there. Another little spin move. And that's going to get a gain of 8, and that's going to take him out to the 45.
Yeah, and it's interesting to see that they're starting off instead of handing off, that they're going more air happy with Redford, but it still is working either way.
Yeah, Redford being utilized quite a bit here. They've been in this formation pretty much the entire drive, Jack. As let's see if they try to run out of it. It's going to be another screen pass. Robert Redford there gets the first down, gets past midfield as he's going to get that up to the 49.
And I'm surprised, honestly, that Vancouver didn't start with this earlier. Start with a hefty dose of Robert Redford and then mix in the passing attack. But hey, if you learn about it now, then I guess that's one good time to learn it.
Have split back formation here. Wide receiver on each side of the formation as that's going to be a handoff up the middle. Robert Redford, that's his first run of the evening, and that's a good one there for 7 yards.
Keeping the ball moving, that's what you like to see.
2nd and 3 from the 42. Heavy power I formation here for the Legion. That is going to be another run there by Redford. He kind of got caught up there a little bit with Walters and doesn't really get much yardage out of that. That's going to set up 3rd and 2.
Yeah, finally, Sioux Falls' defense seems to be keying in on the Vancouver rushing attack.
3rd and 2. Looking like Sioux Falls is going to bring the heat as they do get another screen pass out to Redford. It's just been the Redford show. But look at the defense here of Sioux Falls. Able to make a stop just short of the first down And that's going to bring out the punt unit here, I believe, on 4th down.
And if you're Jason McGee or AJ Levy, this is exactly what you'd like to see early on. Even if Vancouver's getting those wins, they're getting marginal wins, they're not outright beating you on the offensive attack.
And look at this, Jack. 4th and 1. The offense coming back out in the field. Let's see if they snap it or not. And they are not. I'm surprised they didn't make that down even farther, but they are going to use their first timeout and bring out the punt unit.
Yeah, honestly, not a bad idea. Doesn't really cost you anything. Still early in the game. Not a bad idea.
Yeah, you wanted to see if maybe Sioux Falls was undisciplined there on the front line. Maybe get one of those defensive ends, them young defensive ends there, to jump off sides. But it did not work, as that is going to bring out the punt unit here from the Sioux Falls 40. So they're going to try to pin them deep, as you're going to see Brian Patrick here on the punt, and that was almost blocked there by Sioux Falls. It's going to be fair caught, and it looks like it will be at the 12. So Sioux Falls with the lead, and they're going to try to extend their lead here on this drive.
Man, if they do what they did last time, it shouldn't be that hard to extend it. They were making mincemeat of the Vancouver defense on that last drive.
Yeah, Julian Tyree, very efficient. 6 of 7 so far tonight with that touchdown pass. 1st and 10 from the 12. That's going to be a fake to the running back, and that's going to be intercepted, and that's going to be taken back for a pick 6. Vancouver strikes back, touchdown.
Oh, just see me that Julian Tyree underthrew the ball. And Stern jumped right in front of it and ran it back in. They played tight. They played low on the line. And it works out like a charm, as Vancouver looks to tie up the game.
Will Stern, the 2-season veteran here, the backup free safety there, learning from one of the best in Mark Lopez as well, and jumps that route, was able to get a pick 6. Vancouver was able to tie this game up pending the extra point, and that's exactly what the home crowd needed to get back into this ballgame. And that's a good snap, good hold. The kick is up, and it is good. So now it is a tie game here in Vancouver. And Jack, I got to tell you, one thing I'm excited about that I know that you're excited about is the SFL convention. And it's coming to Cincinnati, Ohio, not too far from my place. July 28th through the 30th for season 21 kickoff weekend. For room reservation details and weekend specials, see the Convention Alerts channel in the SFL Discord server. Rooms are going fast. Reserve your special group rate today. We will see you there. So if you want to go and hang out and rub elbows with myself and Jack Brown and whoever else is going to join, that's the place to do it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a fun place to be. It's always the hippin' and happening spot when you're in the town. It's great.
Yeah, but we're gonna tear that place down there in the Cincinnati area. 1st and 10 from the 23. Heavy formation here. Tyree looking, finds his running back in the swing pass. Little juke move there by Williams. It gets a gain of a couple. And it's going to bring up 2nd and 8. Clock is ticking, 2:50 to go here. 2 wide receivers at the bottom of the screen. Tyree, short drop. Finds a little short route there to get a decent chunk of yards there. And that is going to set up 3rd and short.
They're moving it down with decent conviction. You know, so long as they don't make any mistakes like that pick 6, their offense is looking good.
Yep, Ben Harrison there, 6'5", 245 rookie, a week 2 signing. So he's making an impact for sure, and that's going to be a 1st down to Jason Williams, and he just got rocked right there at the 41-yard line. What a tackle there by Mark Lopez.
A molly-whopping, to say the least. But still, alas, Williams got the first down, even if it cost him some hurt.
A mollywhopping?
Yes.
A mollywhopping. Interesting. All right. That's the first time I think I've ever heard that word. Is that even a word?
Yes.
All right, fair enough. First and 10 from the 41. It's going to be Williams again on the screen route. And that's just going to be just about a yard, and that's going to set up 2nd and 9.
Yeah, it honestly seems to be that Sioux Falls taking the same approach so far as Vancouver in terms of getting their halfback involved.
Tyree with the throw on a dime. Perfect pass there, as that's going to get across midfield. Kay Marion on the reception.
She just seems to be a master of the middle here, Chad. Pretty much all of her receptions are coming through that, and she's gotten big chunks of yards, too.
Yeah, she is the best target that they have on here for sure. So far, at least this season, she comes up in big games. 1st and 10 from the 44. Gun straight. Now the all slants. There is the pass. There's the catch. And there she is again with another first down to the 33-yard line.
Just moving the chains along the field. Not much more you can ask for.
Nope, just got to keep on moving. 1st and 10. The clock winding down here towards the end of the first quarter. And that is going to be a handoff to Jason Williams. He does get the first down, gets across the 20, and Sioux Falls is in the red zone again. And Williams with the nice run. And Bo Martin Jr., shout out to you for the definition of mollywhopping. Thank you very much.
See, I used it correctly. I know what I'm doing.
You did. You used it correctly. I'll give you that. I guess it's just not an Indiana thing, maybe, right? I just don't hear the mollywhopping in Indiana.
I live literally in the next state over. We're not that different.
Well, true. We're not. That's a valid point. And we are at the end of the first quarter here. A tie ball game here in Vancouver with the score of 7-7. We'll be right back on SFL on YouTube. And we are back here in Kinko Stadium. Chad Rowland, Jack Brown in the booth. Justin Reside and my main man, Top Kiefer in the stats truck. Thank you guys once again with Cameron Irvine on the production. Tyree looking for the out route, finds Marion again. And it's just been on the Kay Marion show so far on this drive, Jack.
Yeah, she's been absolutely balling out so far. Midge under 50 yards on 4 receptions so far tonight. Not a single drop to her name. She's been doing great.
Yep, 4 catches for 45 with that TD. And a heavy I formation set again. And it's probably going to be another screen pass to Williams. It is indeed. And he's got a nice little spin move and gets it down to about the 8-yard line. And that's going to be 3rd and short. So Sioux Falls definitely getting Jason Williams going. Has not had a single rushing attempt, but he does have 7 catches for 55 yards tonight. 7.9
I'll say here's where he
yards
gave
per
his
catch.
first handoff.
I can
Here's
see
where
a
he gave
handoff
his
right
first
here.
handoff.
I can see it. And it looks like a Tyree with the quarterback sneak up the middle. What a trickery play there for Sioux Falls, and that gets him down to the 1.
One of the signature moves by Sioux Falls, that quarterback sneak. You always got to be careful about it. You come up at the worst possible time.
We talk about how good Tyree can be, and there's an example of it. And there's the handoff, the first one to Jason Williams, and he makes it big, and that's going to be a touchdown for Sioux Falls.
Yeah, they're going to say he got that one in. We're going to have to look at this one again. But still an impressive run to get it in.
And I can see a challenge coming up here on that because I don't think he got across.
Yeah.
Let's see
Looks
if
like he's
Vancouver challenges.
short.
Yeah, he definitely looks short on that. And it looks like there's going to be no challenge from the Vancouver sideline. Head coach Andy Hamilton doesn't know, either he's just doesn't know where the red hanky is or he's just not seeing it. And there's a snap. The hold, the kick is up, and it is good. And Sioux Falls extends their lead 14-7. And yeah, a lot of the Vancouver crowd here not liking what head coach Andy Hamilton didn't do by not challenging that flag, or not challenging that play there, Jack.
Yeah, especially when upon that further review, he looked short.
Yeah, he was definitely 100% short. He looked short. I mean, he got hit right before his feet didn't even touch the goal line.
Yeah.
And Blackwell's going to take it out to about the 20. And let's see how Vancouver's offense responds. We know that this offense, Jack, can be a quick strike team.
Yeah, quick strikes, big plays. That's what Vancouver's all about.
And here we go, 1st and 10 from the 21. Brown drops back, looking, and Robert Redford. Oh, man.
Oh.
That's something you don't see every day. Robert Redford with the drop.
Yeah, he just kind of bounced it out of his hands. Nearly went into the Sioux Falls defender. That was scary.
Man, and I'll tell you that I saw that earlier today with another running back, with Robert Merrill of London, and it ended up being a pick six, I believe, the other way. That one could have been costly as it was tipped towards a Sioux Falls defender. Single back formation here for the Legion. They're going to hit the screen pass, and that is indeed going to happen over to Robert Redford. And he's going to get past the 25 down to the 26, and that is going to set up 3rd and 5.
Should be a nice short jaunt to the first down if Vancouver can play their cards right.
3rd and 5. Sioux Falls maybe trying to bring the pressure there on that one side. Brown looking deep down the middle. That is caught. That is past the 50 to the 48. Blackwell with the big catch.
And those are the big plays we talk about, Vancouver. Lob it deep. Hope someone's there. Someone happened to be there that time. And a huge gain for the Legion.
Man, that's an impressive throw when you think about it, Jack, because obviously, I mean, Sioux Falls in the back half of that defense with Jay Ringgold and A.J. Levy, I mean, they're the best. They're good. And to throw a pass like that, and what a catch. I mean, that was just a beautiful play there by Brown to Blackwell. And Redford going up the middle, and that's just going to be a gain of a couple. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 8 here. Redford, that was his 3rd attempt of the night. He's got 6 catches. These running backs getting used in the pass game a lot. And Brown looking deep down the sideline, and that is caught by Blackwell. Touchdown, Vancouver.
Another play on essentially the same route, and the defender caught him lacking. Was way too far away, and now Vancouver is just about to tie it up.
Man, I want to see that route ran by Blackwell, but man, Brown just throwing a dime on there. Perfect over the head of Davis. Gets it right to his wide receiver. What a big play. We talked about it, Jack. Vancouver is a team that can strike quick, and there it was right there.
And so we got a pretty good game on our hands here, Chad. Slow, methodical Sioux Falls versus big and bombastic Vancouver.
And then it's going to bring out chance to win on the kick. It is up and it is good. So Vancouver striking back after that 1-yard touchdown run by Williams. And the score is tied up here at 14. So if you're missing any of this SFL action and you want to fast forward your experience, check out the highlights of SFL games on SFL YouTube channel. And on Highlight Nation, provided by Victor's Valiant, YouTube's premier sports highlights maker. Subscribe to Highlight Nation and Victor's Valiant on YouTube for all your college football and basketball highlight needs. And I mentioned it earlier on the broadcast I was in Vegas, but I use Victor Valiant a lot when it comes to XFL highlights, Jack, so I can get caught up on all the action.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I'm part of his Discord server, too. Hi there, this is the Eruptor Tam, by the way, Victor's Valiant, if you're at this part of the video. You know, great community, great people, just people who love college football and everything sports.
Yep, and, you know, a lot of times you don't want, you want to see a condensed version of the game to get quick, and they do a great job of that. And that's going to be over the middle, and that is going to be caught by the tight end, Ben Harrison, who's been getting some love tonight as he gets a gain of 9. And just a nice little simple route there for Harrison. You know, doesn't have to do too much. Right, just kind of drops in the middle there in that soft spot and just finds the seam and was able to get a big gain.
Yeah. Now makes the second and very short.
2nd and inches here from the 32. That's going to be a handoff, and look at the play there in the backfield. Achilles Papatonis with a tackle for loss. It's going to set up 3rd and 1.
The Greek menace making sure those chains stay exactly where they are.
Yeah, he had 2.5 sacks last game against LA. And the pitch play there for Sioux Falls gets him just enough there for a 1st down.
Just enough, not more, not less. But still a successful drive either way.
Yeah, the pitch play you don't see very often. I feel like in the past couple weeks, you're kind of seeing it work. Mexico City last week was able to use it very effectively, and this week you've seen it a couple times being used by different teams. Tyree drops back, looking, and overthrows his target. It looked like it was intended for Charlemagne Cornelius. Get a good shot there of Gerald Judah Sessi, one of the 7-season veteran, was an all-star this past season. And it's going to set up second and 10, gun straight formation here for the Sparrows. All slants is called. That's going to be to Ben Harris, has tipped up, and that's an interception by Stern again. And there is a penalty on the play. Let's see what the call is on the field. Right now, Vancouver has an interception.
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit chaotic. Let's see what happened.
And a pass interference call against the Legion. Earl Fields the 4th. With the pass interference there, and that turnover is going to be no turnover, as that ball is going to go back to Sioux Falls. Would love to see a replay on that, but that was, I believe, that there wasn't really much of a call there, Jack.
No.
1st and 10 out of the gun. Tyree over the middle finds his target, and that is going to be a 1st down just past midfield. Kay Marion with another catch.
It's the same sort of well that Sioux Falls keeps going to. But if it keeps working, no reason not to go to it.
Power I formation here for the Sparrows. That is a handoff to Williams, and he's going to get a juke move, and he gets a 1st down. I think they're not going to give him the 1st down, as he gets just to the line there, as it's going to be 2nd and inches.
And you see here, the refs actually call something that is meant to be short. Definitely a welcome change of pace.
Yep, the first half here ticking away, just getting to the 5 minutes left to go. And Tyree, quarterback sneak up the middle, gets the 1st down. And once again, Tyree using that to his advantage.
It's that Sioux Falls special. And the unfortunate thing is, a lot of times, there's not a lot you can do about it, if anything.
Yeah, they use it very wisely in certain situations. It always seems like in an inch, they give it to Tyree. As that's going to be a fake to the running back to the outside. He finds Kay Marion, and actually looks like she's going to be out of bounds. It's going to be incomplete.
Wow, surprised they didn't give it to her on that one.
Yeah, it looked like her feet was just out there, as it's going to be, once again, 2nd and 10. There's a shot at Marion. Love to see them maybe go to the run game here. Tyree, short drop over the middle, and Marion with another catch. And they are going to give the first down to Kay Marion. Actually, take that back. I'm sorry. That is Portis.
Got that one wrong, but it seems to be a similar route they send Kay Marion on usually.
Yep, that is Miles Portis, the backup tight end. Tyree seeing something with the defense is going to change it up. Looking, out route, finds it. And that is going to be caught, and that's going to be a gain of a few to set up 2nd and 6. So
another dump off as the yards crank down.
So Noah Terrazas there with the second catch of the night. 2nd and 6 from the 19. There's a handoff. There's going to be a broken tackle there by Williams. And it's just going to be a gain of a couple to set up 3rd and 4.
Makes it manageable. Playbook is essentially wide open here. Let's see what Sioux Falls cooks.
And the crowd here at King Coast Stadium on their feet here towards the end of the second half. 3rd and 4 over the middle. A.J. Warren gets the catch past the 10 down to the 8-yard line.
And that was perfect. Little lob over the middle, not too much. Did what needed to be done.
A.J. Warren having a decent season so far. 46 catches for 405 yards coming into the game. Tyree, look, finds Williams, does not get any yardage at all on that. Maybe loses one, actually. And that's going to be 2nd and goal. So Warren is actually 3rd on the team in receptions, as coming into the game, Kay Marion has 65, while Williams has 64. Tyree looking, finds Portis again, and that's going to be in the end zone. Is that going to be a touchdown? It is a touchdown.
Yes, it will.
Back up tight end, Miles Portis.
Yeah, Portis getting his time in the sun. A little bit of a leak route, not too complicated. They hoped the defense were focusing back in the end zone. They were, and they got the free touchdown.
Yeah, I don't know if that was like that looked almost like a tight end swing kind of route, but I don't know if it was. It's just like you said, it was just a leak route there by Portis, and he was just wide open. Nobody getting to him until the goal line. Good play call there by the Sparrows, as that is going to set up here for the extra point. Good snap, good hold. The kick is up and good. So Sioux Falls takes the lead back, as they are now 21-14.
And Sioux Falls showing everything they got and more in the tank. This is exactly what you love to see.
Yep, and as we talked about at the top of the broadcast, I mean, Sioux Falls needing to win out, right? They're in the back end of the Central Division, and obviously with other teams, if they do win out, they're going to end up being 7-5. And it should be, something they're going to have to look forward to see if they can possibly get into the playoffs. And let's see how Vancouver responds here, as the last drive had that big, big touchdown pass, that 47-yard bomb to Justice Blackwell.
Yeah, there's only 2 minutes 16 remaining on the clock here, Chad. That is more than enough for Vancouver to score.
1st and 10, over the middle, caught, and that is going to be down to the 9. James Walters with his first catch of the night.
Chad, that was up to the 33, not the 9.
I meant to say a gain of 9, but that's going to be the end. But that's going to be the 2-minute warning. You throw me off, Jack. The 2-minute warning here. We'll be right back here in Vancouver on SFL on YouTube. And we are back here at King Coast Stadium. Chad Rowland, Jack Brown in the booth tonight. Justin Reside and Top Kiefer on the stats, and Cameron Irvine on the production side for us. Thank you, gentlemen, once again for all your work. 2nd and 1 to Redford. Redford with a spin move, breaking a tackle, and that's going to get down to the 37.
My man's turned into a Beyblade on that play. Ran to the outside, grabbed it, started spinning around, and around, and around.
And around and around. It's like that song, like, you spin me right. Okay,
right, rabbit.
Yeah. 1st and 10 from the 37. Brown, deep drop, looking over the middle, and that is caught. Look at this, all by his lonesome. James Walters, touchdown, Vancouver.
At some point, Chad, you gotta wonder, what is up with these Sioux Falls coverage schemes? That's where they're just letting guys behind them. It seems like every single drive, they're letting guys be where they shouldn't be, keeping guys behind them instead of in front of them, and they have to make plays like that. Levy didn't make him that play on the ball. He was just too far away for it to be worth anything.
Yeah, that's exactly a great question to ask, Jack. I mean, Sioux Falls secondary, I mean, they gave up that long, deep throw to Blackwell. Now you're giving up another one here to James Walters. 63-yard touchdown for James Walters as Vancouver strikes right back. And pending the extra point, will tie this ball game up. Kick is up, and it is good. So back and forth we go. It's just like a heavyweight boxing match here, Jack.
Yeah, and the crowd here in Vancouver, they're getting to see a team in the playoff race playing like they should. Unlike the namesakes that Vancouver whipped out these uniforms for tonight.
Yeah, so Vancouver obviously in the lead in their division earlier tonight. Portland taking a loss in overtime to Louisiana, so probably helped them even more with their division lead, as that's going to be taken past the 20 down to about the 23. And Sioux Falls has been pretty methodical on their drives. Let's see what they can do here in less than 2 minutes to go, Jack.
Yeah, we're going to have to now see some big plays out of Sioux Falls, which, well, not impossible. We haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, and look, normally when you see big plays, you think Kay Marion or even Michael Knight, Michael Knight with no catches so far, as that's going to be just to the side there, and that is Jason Williams with the 3-yard reception. And it's going to bring out the power I formation here for the Sparrows. There's the handoff to Williams. It's going to be up the middle. He's got a little bit of room there. Did a little stutter step to try to throw the defenders off, but they get him down there just short of the first down. As that play was good there from Williams. And let's see what they do here. 3rd and inches from the 33. Clock is still running. There's another handoff, and they are stopped just short of the down. And that's going to be 4th and 1, figuring maybe Vancouver might have called a timeout there, but I think they're just going to let this thing run right into halftime there, Jack.
They hit him with a different stunt. They rolled it to the right. And that is exactly what you like to see to end off first half.
Yep, and this will be the last play of the half. As so far, Jack, I mean, this has been a back and forth battle.
Yeah, no, two teams refusing to say die. You know, this is exactly what you like to see in the SFL through a whole half of action.
And that is going to do it here for the first half, as this game is tied 21 all. And so far, I mean, both these offenses, when you talk about both of these teams, right? Sioux Falls, methodical, well-executed drives. Vancouver, huck it, chuck it down the field, we're going to score quick. What's your takeaways from this first half, Jack?
Well, so far these two teams are playing pretty much the best football that they can against each other. Sioux Falls playing pretty much mistake-free apart from that pick six. In Vancouver, pretty much same thing. However, for Vancouver, what I would like to see is maybe do a little bit less on the long bombs. Just trying to establish a more of a consistent game plan. I mean, both these teams are looking good. I cannot tell you who's going to win.
Yeah, both of these quarterbacks have looked pretty consistent as well. Julian Tyree, 22 of 26, 2 TDs and a pick. Christian Brown, 13 of 18 for 204 yards with 2 TDs, no picks, and including 2 big bombs down the field, as you're going to see one of them right here to Justice Blackwell. Look at that. I mean, just burning Davis down the sideline to get that touchdown to tie it up at 14. And, you know, like we said, this is a back-and-forth boxing match type of ordeal, as you see the backup tight end, Miles Portis, there with a touchdown. What's going to be a key for one of these teams to take this game and win this ballgame, Jack?
Well, for Sioux Falls, it's pretty easy. Adjust your coverages and make sure that your defensive backs are playing in front of the guys. Make sure they're playing so they're always keeping in contact, because the Vancouver bombs are deep. They've shown they're pretty much gone.
Yeah, I
meanwhile,
mean,
for Vancouver,
Go ahead.
Meanwhile, for Vancouver, turn up the pressure on the defensive line. You showed that you can do it, that these guys aren't unbeatable for you at the line of scrimmage. So turn up the pressure, make it so that these runs that they're getting, these like decent stuff off short plays, that they're not happening.
And that is going to be taken back to the 22-yard line, as that is going to bring out this Sioux Falls offense here in the first drive of the second half, as both teams making adjustments in the locker room. Let's see what the coaching staffs have done differently. 1st and 10 from the 22. Tyree drops back, looking, and that's going to be intercepted! And what a play there by Vancouver to start off the second half. Michael Lister, the 3-season veteran, with the pick.
And they basically make it so that Sioux Falls gets neither half to start off the ball. And in this case, they get it right at the 20. Easy scoring position for the Legion.
And Vancouver was starting off with great field position, as it's going to be 1st and 10 here from the 22. 3 wide receivers set out of the split. Brown looking over the middle, finds Chris Curtis. It's going to be a first down inside the 10-yard line.
Well, simple dump off there. I haven't called Chris Curtis' name too much today, but he still is making his impact.
Yeah, Chris Curtis indeed making an impact in this ball game, as that was his second catch of the night. 3 wide receivers set out of the split again. Looking back, and there he is again, Chris Curtis with the touchdown. Vancouver takes the lead.
And that's just the noise they needed. A strike in the middle, right in the heart of the end zone. puts him up by potentially 7.
Look at this throw, just a little floater right there, just over the defensive line there. Nobody around Curtis. By the time he gets to it, 2 defenders were close, but they didn't get there in time as Vancouver with the lead. Believe this will be the first lead of the night for Vancouver. As that's going to bring out the chance to win. Good snap, good hold. The kick is up, and it is good. Next Saturday on Next Level Sports, the two biggest surprises of the SFL's 20th anniversary season will meet at the historic Hive, where the 8-1 Atlanta Swarm will host the 7-2 Tulsa Desperados, with the winner likely clinching a first-round bye. Kickoff at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. For a complete channel guide, visit NLSE.com, and that will be a very good game to watch, Jack.
Oh, that it will. I already got my time blocked out for it.
You got the DVR set?
Yep.
They even make DVRs now? Oh, I guess they still do, but all right. First,
I use YouTube TV, so
there you go.
Yeah.
Well, see, you got it all. You got it all panned out. First and 10 from the 24. 4 wide receiver set here for the Sparrows. Tyree fakes it to Williams, looking for that out route, finds it. Looks like K. Marion there with a 7-yard reception.
And they go right back to what they know best, and I don't disagree with them. After a play like that, start off the half, you need to get yourself back into rhythm.
2nd and 3 from the 31. 1 wide receiver at the top of your screen. Split back formation. That's going to be a handoff to Williams. He's got some room there on the outside, and it looks like he gets a first down and more to the 47.
And that's the exact opposite of what I wanted Vancouver to do. They seem to play off the line a little bit too much. And Williams able to get that sealed block to the outside. And off he was to the races.
Nice run there indeed by Williams. As he's going to put him over 30 yards tonight, 34 for the night. There's a fake once again. Pump fake, looking, and oh man, I thought Will Stern was going to jump that route and get an interception again, Jack, but it ended up being a pass to K. Marion.
Yeah, it just seemed to be that Will Stern a little bit too aggressive. Trying to bat it away, didn't work.
Yeah, Will Stern, but got his second interception taken away earlier due to a pass interference call. Was looking to get his official second interception on that pass. Heavy set formation here. Tyree looking, finds, and Jason Williams hits around, and there's an interception! Look at this! Vancouver taking it back, and they just get past the 20, and that was Lister again with an interception. He had a pick six earlier, or he had an interception earlier, I'm sorry, and now he's got another one right here.
Mamma mia, pizzeria! It seemed to me that Williams was going, hey, keeping it up in the air. Unfortunately, this is not a pizzeria, this is a football game, and you gotta bring it in.
What a play there by Lister. I'm telling you, we have seen just a few running backs all day today bobble passes like that, and it costs them every time. And there's another one once again. Brown drops back, looking in the end zone. That is caught. Touchdown, Brett Killian.
In Vancouver, they found the switch, and they're slowly starting to turn it. I'm not saying the floodgates are really open just yet, Chad, but if you're Sioux Falls, this does not bode well.
Man, and here's Vancouver in the second half just coming out swinging here, and it's only been just a couple minutes here in the third quarter.
Not even two.
So Brett Killian there with a 19-yard touchdown catch As chance to win comes out again. The kick is up and it is good. And Vancouver gets a 14-point lead here with 9:10 to go in the third, Jack.
And unfortunately for Sioux Falls, it seems to be that they have a new problem that's popped up, and that is the turnover bug. That's what they're now going to need to desperately solve with this next drive if they want to hold on to this football game.
And they're going to take that from inside their own end zone. Levy getting past the 20 to the 22. As that will bring out this offense. And Julian Tyree, if you're Julian Tyree, Jack, you got to just shake off what's happened here in the second half.
Yeah. Get back in your rhythm, do the simple stuff, and hope that your wide receivers don't turn into pizza chefs.
Gun formation here for the Sparrows. Tyree finding Williams on the outside. That's just going to be about a yard gain there. And Sioux Falls look like they're just sticking to what they know, which is just throw it to the running back.
Not bad when you're looking to reestablish confidence. I do wish some of these plays went for a little bit more yardage, though. When you're down 2 against a team that can operate at lightning speed like Vancouver, you gotta figure out a way to get yards quick.
Yep, and Sioux Falls in seasons past has been known to utilize the screen game well. There's another play-action pass, and that is going to be just short of the first down there, as it looks like Marion once again with the reception.
Slotted into a window, only she can catch it in. And in counts the red handkerchief from Sioux Falls.
Well, this is interesting. I don't know. I thought that they made the catch there. So the play is under review. And I mean, he made the catch. What are we talking about here, Jack?
I don't know.
Maybe where the ball spotted? And it looks like it was overturned. I don't know what's going on here.
I am immensely confused.
So it looks like it's going to be 3rd and inches, which is what it was before. And there's a snap. There's going to be over to the running back, and then it's going to be a first down there, as that's going to be taken out to the 32. I mean, on that last play, Jack, I was pretty sure that when the play was over, it was marked as a 3rd down.
Yeah, I'm not sure what exactly they were trying to challenge. It was all very confusing.
Yep. A little confusing there, but that's okay. The result is a first down, so Sioux Falls will continue this drive. As it's going to come out in a power I formation here. That is going to be a handoff to Williams, and look at this defense of Vancouver stopping him in the backfield. And that was Cabron Womack there leading the charge. Bunch formation at the bottom of the screen, 2nd and 10. Play action pass again, looking down the deep, and that was tipped away. What is going on? Did he catch that pass?
I think he did.
He caught it. Wow. I swore that it looked like the defender. Let's watch this play right here.
Oh, of course it gives this camera angle.
Oh, look at this. The ball was on top of the defender.
Oh.
So the defender, which was Zach Lay, dove and caught the ball, and it was sitting on top of his back, and Marion scooped it up. Wow. What a play there. What a concentration play there by Cam Marion. Play action pass over the middle. Caught, and he just got rocked there. Charlemagne Cornelius getting the big hit there, and that's going to be 2nd and 1. And I'm going to take it from the no sound from my colleague here, Jack Brown. He is stunned still about to play before.
Yeah.
Second and one from the 12. There's a handoff to Williams. Hey, he got rocked again. Josh Farnsey, the 5-season veteran with the hit.
If you're a fan of battles in the trenches, this is the game for you, folks. There's so many wins on both sides. This is amazing. Immaculate, dare I say.
3rd and 2 from the 12. Sioux Falls looking to try to get a first down to extend this drive to get more points. And Tyree takes it up the middle, and that's going to be another first down for Sioux Falls.
And they just keep moving in. They're playing. I'll give them credit where credit's due. They're playing unapologetically their brand of football.
Shout out to Eddie Gage in the chat. We've seen the same thing happen in another game, but the ball was taken off the defender's forearm and intercepted in the Minnesota game earlier this season. There's a snap. Good little pump fake there. Look at this. Finding K. Marion in the end zone. Sioux Falls strikes and scores.
Look at that. Just quarterback excellence from Julian Tyree. Moving around, doing a little pumpy fake, doing this, that, and the other. He knows how to handle it, and he's doing it great.
And what a nice little strike there. That's exactly what you needed for Sioux Falls to be able to strike back, because so far in this half, Vancouver's been dominating. There's a snap, the hold, the kick is up, and it is good. So Sioux Falls gets closer, as it's now a 7-point game here in Vancouver. So, hey, if you guys are watching this broadcast tonight, first off, thanks for joining us. Second, don't leave this broadcast without joining our server. There's so much more to do in the SFL than just being a player. Join to check out the content for teams and around the league created by the community. Participate in pickup games, play SFL fantasy football, and test your skills in the survivor pool. To join our server, visit simulationfl.net and click on the Discord icon in the menu. The SFL community, 2,000 strong. We'll see you there. And there's a lot more that you can do in this league, Jack, as you know. Broadcasting, the stats team, always a shout out to the stats people for doing their job. The content creators with shows and articles and everything. There's so much you could do in this league.
It's functionally endless.
1st and 10 from the 24. There's a swing route to the running back Redford with a spin move, and he gets the first down to the 34-yard line. As you can see there, Robert Redford, I mean, these running backs have been just pass-catching happy all day. And Robert Redford, only 3 attempts so far in this game there, Jack. I formation set here for the Legion. Brown. Looking, finds over the middle. That is caught. The always dependable James Walters there with the reception with a gain of 9.
They're keeping it moving. They're all of a sudden playing a little bit un-Vancouver-like. You know, they're not going with those big plays. At least that's not right now.
Yeah, kind of surprising that, like I was mentioning before, I mean, Robert Redford's only got 3 rushing attempts tonight. Figured maybe they would try to go and maybe solidify with him. But let's see what happens here. Brown looking, finds the screen pass to Redford. That's going to be a first down past midfield. And getting down to the 49. And let's take it to the SFL studios where Cameron Irvine for a game break. Cam, take it away.
Thanks, Chad. No one is safe today. Lakeman all the way to Doug Spelling, the Rainbow. Queen City leads in Fort Worth in the 3rd, 14-7. Back to you in Vancouver.
Man, and that's a game for sure. I mean, Queen City looking for their first victory of the season, going up against a very good Fort Worth team in Fort Worth. That's a battle. We'll keep an eye on that score. 1st and 10 from the 49. There's a handoff to Redford, and he's going to be stopped right there at the line, maybe a yard on that run. That's going to set up 2nd and 9.
Yeah, they're going to give him a single yard on that one. Definitely interesting to see out in Fort Worth, the Toros struggling. Queen City team who hasn't been atrocious at all this year, but has been able to start winning games.
Brown drops back, looking, and he's going to find his man. That is Chris Curtis, just past the 30 down to the 29. 1st down, Legion.
Is it truly a Vancouver game if a drive, if there's a big pass over to Chris Curtis? Just high point of the ball to where only he could have gotten it. The defensive back had no shot. And so they continue marching down the field.
Yep, Chris Curtis there. I mean, this is a dangerous wide receiver duo they got here with Curtis and Brett Killian. And you can't forget also about Justice Blackwell, who caught that big touchdown earlier. There's a handoff to the running back, Robert Redford. He's going to get stuffed again. Only just a yard on the play.
Yeah, there's another run to the outside. Nothing too crazy. Just gaining a single yard on it.
Yeah, the front 7 of Sioux Falls has done a terrific job tonight, bottling up the run game. Brown looking over the middle, finds his target right there. And I believe that is Blackwell. It is indeed, as he gets 3rd and inches.
Yeah, I'm surprised that they were a little bit stingy with the spot. But for Vancouver, these sorts of short distances have not been proving to be an issue so far.
Well, let's see what the front 7 of Sioux Falls can do here. 3rd and inches from the 19. That's going to be a handoff to Redford. He does indeed get the 1st down, and he's got daylight. Touchdown, Robert Redford!
They sealed it off to the outside. And at that point, it was just however far Redford wanted to take it. And he wanted to run it into the end zone for 6.
Big time run there by Redford to extend the lead. They've been bottling up all night, and as you said, they sealed that outside edge and was able to get him enough daylight to get the score. And that was a great looking run there by Robert Redford. And that was a 19-yard touchdown to Redford. So that is going to set up chance to win here for the extra point. The kick is up, and it is good. And Vancouver extends that lead back to 14.
Getting right back out front where, if you ask Vancouver, where they belong.
And there are the total stats so far. As you can see, these teams have been neck and neck all night long. But the big difference is Sioux Falls with 3 turnovers tonight. And Vancouver has scored pretty much on all those. As that is going to be taken past the 20, down to about the 23. And Sioux Falls is going to have to look to strike here at the end of the 3rd quarter.
Got a ways to go to do it, but Sioux Falls has shown they've done it plenty of times already.
1st and 10 from the 23. There's a quarterback sneak there by Tyree. Look at this, Jack. He's got a little bit of room up there for a gain of 8. I got to tell you, if Lister didn't make that tackle, he had a lot of green in front of him and had a lot of daylight.
Even on the longer yardage stuff, they like to whip out the QB sneak sometimes. Sometimes they just do it because they find it entertaining and, you know, brings them some laughs.
Split back formation here. That's going to be a pitch to the outside, and that goes absolutely nowhere. As that was a tackle for loss there. And that's going to be third down.
Yeah, a bit underwhelming
3rd and 5 here. The crowd getting into it. Tyree looking for the out route. Finds it, and it doesn't work. It's actually incomplete. And that's going to be 4th down for Sioux Falls. And that will bring out Sammy Prefontaine as he's going to be punting this away to Justice Blackwell, who's done a decent job so far tonight of returning, but he's made a big play there for the touchdown earlier in the game. As that will be punted away, and they will call for a fair catch there at the 36. So Vancouver here with an opportunity to really probably put a nail in this coffin, Jack, because they're up 14, looking to try to score again.
Yeah, well, there's still a lot of time Sioux Falls come back in it. Unfortunately for them, Vancouver has just been laying it all thick all night tonight.
Bunch set. Bottom of the screen. Brown, short drop looking. Chris Curtis with the catch. And Ringgold there with a nice hit. It's going to be a gain of 3.
Simple as they come, keeps the ball moving. And depending on what moods Vancouver's in right now, might even start looking at clock shaving.
2nd and 7. Power I formation set here. And that is going to be a handoff to Redford. He's got plenty of room there as he gets past midfield, down to about the 41. Good run there by Robert Redford.
More of these outside runs, please. It seems to be what is working like a charm for Vancouver. Just getting those seals. And from there, Redford is the only man who can determine how far he goes.
Good run indeed there by Redford. And that's going to be another handoff to Redford. And they're going to stop him in the backfield there with a loss of 3. And that was led there by the defensive line. And that's going to do it here for the end of the 3rd quarter. Vancouver looking to try to put the nail in the coffin here as they are up 42-28. We'll be back here on SFL on YouTube. And we are back here at King Coast Coffee Stadium here. I am Chad Rowland with Jack Brown in the booth tonight. And as is pointed out in the chat, he's doing his Jordan flu game tonight. So Jack, thank you for fighting the weather bug there as you're not feeling the greatest. And that's going to be a screen to the outside there. And got to give a special shout out as well to Top Kiefer and Justin Reside, who's in the stats truck making us look smart tonight.
I guess you call the Jordan flu game is the closest thing to it. If there's any team playing though like Jordan did on that night, it's been Vancouver during the second half.
And Brown looking deep down the middle. And look at this, there's a catch. That is Hector Huxley, and that's a good time to make your first catch of the night, taking it down inside the 10.
Hello there, Hector. Welcome to the game, and what a big way to introduce yourself. Finds the so gets behind the defenders. Once again, same problem that Sioux Falls has been running into this entire game. And that's a huge way to start it off.
Yeah, shout out to Andy Hamilton there in the chat. I was going to say, they're not able to just man up on these receivers tonight. They're just taking advantage of them. And that's going to be a handoff up the middle. Robert Redford with the broken tackle, getting down to the 5. As that is going to be to the 6-yard line.
And Michael Percoco in the chat instructing people to please use man on them. I'm sure he definitely has no ulterior motives for that.
No ulterior motives there for the Rabid Raccoon. And that is going to be a screen play to Redford. He does get it. That does not get the spin move off as Williams was there to make the tackle to set up 3rd and 5. Derek Williams there on the tackle, a 4-season veteran. An all-star last season, former Lexington Miner there from the SFL. 3rd and 5 from the 6. As Brown drops back, deep drop, looking, and that is an interception! And Sioux Falls, you needed to make a big play, and you did right there.
Unfortunately, it's a big play, but also a dangerous play. They're back in their own one, backed up against the wall. Wouldn't it be funny if they did the QB sneak now? I think that'd be really funny.
I mean, you might see it. You never know. Nathan Barnett there with the pick, the 6th-season veteran. They're jumping that route. And I think in that situation, you could have just ran the ball, I think, with Vancouver. But there's going to be split back formation here. That is going to be a pitch. And wow, Williams just getting lucky to get out. That's a dangerous play there, Jack, to throw the pitch in your own end zone.
Yeah, spending all that time in the backfield. Surprised he didn't whip out a dive or something quick, something that just gets you out of there, gets you a few extra yards to work with.
And that's a scary play to throw there. Let's see what they do on this one. 2nd and 8 from the 3. Tyree looking, finds Williams on the screen route. He does get a little bit of breathing room for him as he gets out to the 9. And that's going to set up 3rd and 2.
As he got that ball in the end zone, apparently Sioux Falls likes giving their fans heart attacks, but either way, works out the same.
Third down and 2, heavy I formation. Tyree looking, finding Williams, and that is not going to be a first down as they stop him at the line, and that's going to be 4th down for Sioux Falls.
And what happens when an unstoppable force meets an immovable object on that play? Well, the immovable object wins because they didn't get the first down. So there's the answer to that question.
Yep, there's the answer to that. And I got to tell you, I mean, 32 completions tonight for Julian Tyree, and 22 of them are to either Jason Williams or Kay Marion, as Blackwell is going to get Vancouver here some great field position down to the 39. And if you're Vancouver, I mean, you got to just run this clock out.
Yeah. Like, you got 7 minutes and change left. You don't really need to do anything more. Just run the ball, do a little bit of fun. This is your game to lose.
And they're going to come out here in the gun. Head coach Andy Hamilton looking daring here. 1st and 10 from the 39. Brown looking for the out route. Finds Chris Curtis. And that's going to be a gain of 5.
Simple dump off, although I'm surprised they actually let him out of bounds. Doesn't exactly do what you want them to do.
Christian Brown there. 25 of 31, 80% completion percentage tonight for Christian Brown. Looking really good. As that's going to be 2nd and 5 from the 34. Brown looking, finds a simple route. He finds Chris Curtis, and he gets hit hard there, as that's going to be a first down to the 27.
And the chains keep moving, and now the clock keeps moving.
Man, I don't know if I have seen so many hard hits in one game in the SFL this season. I mean, there's just hard hit after hard hit in this ball game, Jack. Brown, deep drop, looking over the middle. One-handed grab there by Chris Curtis with the left hand, saying, I can go with the strong hand, as he gets down to 2nd and 4.
They're just showing they can do with anything they want at this rate. 1 hand, 2 hand, red hand, blue hand. The rest of that Dr. Seuss book that I'm now forgetting because it's like 6 pages long or something.
I mean, pretty much, right? You know.
Yeah.
Do red hand,
for
blue hand.
For little kids' books, those were really long.
Yeah, I always quit halfway through. 2nd and 4, there's the handoff up the middle, and that's going to be a gain of about 3. Robert Redford setting up 3rd and 1.
and not the man on the tackle, Nick Fargo, one of the many legends on the Sioux Falls defense. Just want to give him a shout out.
And there's another, but look at Redford just manning through that. Man, I mean, he just told that guy nope and was able to muscle his way past the first down marker and keep this drive alive for Vancouver.
You know, there's a certain word that I think we can use in this situation to describe what just happened from Robert Redford.
The mollywomp?
Oh, yeah, baby, we're mollywomping.
He mollywomped. He mollywomped that defensive lineman. Not sure who that guy was, but, man, feel sorry for him. Brown looking, finding his receiver. That is Brett Killian. We haven't called his name pretty much in this second half, as that's going to be a completion for 5 yards.
Everyone's favorite Great Plains Canadian here in the SFL.
Yep, shout out to Brett Killian. Not sure if he's in the chat tonight. Looking decent so far. 3 catches for 43 yards. And there's a handoff to Redford up the middle. He gets a couple yards on that. And that's going to be 3rd and 3 from the 9.
Yeah, they went really conservative on that one. I could have sworn he got a few more yards on top of it, but alas, maybe the refs just wanted the game to be a bit more interesting.
And Sioux Falls looking like they're planning to try to stop the run. They're trying to bring the pressure there. And they are indeed going to run. And Robert Redford again. Now I think it's the same guy he mollywomped and broke the tackle on, and that's going to be 4th down. Derek Williams there on the tackle.
And for the first time tonight, I'm sure Sioux Falls will say this very proudly, they held Vancouver to a field goal.
There you go, Sioux Falls. Congratulations on that. And that's going to bring out chance to win, as this will be just a chip shot in Chance's mind. Good snap, good hold. It is up and it is good from 24 yards out. And APM Music is unrivaled music to bring your stories to life. The inspiring every production with the world's most robust and constantly refreshed music collection, state-of-the-art technology, and world-class customer service. APM Music is the official soundtrack of the Simulation Football League. To explore their library and to find the perfect tracks for your projects, visit apmmusic.com. And I wonder if they can give me a good song to dance to the Truffle Shuffle with, Jack.
I mean, you got to use that world-class customer service in order to see if you're going to be able to get it, Yeah,
they might. I mean, I think if I dance, it'll look like a Truffle Shuffle. Shout out to Chunk from the Goonies, if nobody understood where that came from. And if you don't, we can't be friends. First and 10 from the 22. 3:37 to go. And Sioux Falls, if they're going to try to get back in this game, they need to strike quick. And they're going to try to go over the middle, and he looked like it was tipped away by the defender, incomplete.
Yeah, that was a little bit too high. Nothing that you'd like to see, yeah.
Second and 10. I mean, I'm just glad to see a pass down the field and not a screen pass out of Sioux Falls. Second and 10 from the 22. Tyree looks like he's going to change the play. That's going to be a play-action pass, looking for the out route. Incomplete. Kay Marion was the intended target.
Led her a little bit too far. As she has been Tyree's main receiving target throughout this game.
I mean, this is the last. I mean, really, this is kind of the drive you've got to score on. And Sioux Falls right now not looking aggressive. 3rd and 10 from the 22. Same play. Looking down the field finally, and that is going to be intercepted. That is intercepted by Zach Lay, who earlier in the game made that big dive and it landed on his back and Cade Marion was able to get it. This time he puts both hands on it, makes the pick.
2 hands, folks. 2 hands next time that you see it. And Zach Clay making up for it big time is Vancouver. Probably just 2 or 3 first downs away from the victory.
Yeah, that was the 4th interception of the night, I believe, for Julian Tyree. As they're going to swing this to the outside. And Robert Redford with the spin moves. Look at this. Robert Redford trying to do the damage on his own. And what a nice little run, or nice little screen pass there. Robert Redford obviously spinning his way out and getting the first down and more.
Yeah, and I think he kept it in bounds too.
Yep, trying to keep it in bounds to run that clock. He does do a good job of that. As they were just slowly letting this clock go. And that's going to bring the offense to the line here. Looking at Robert Redford. Look for him to just get the rock to drain this away. There's the handoff to Redford on the outside. He's got plenty of daylight. Gets past the 30. Gets a first down. And they're going to mark him on the 30-yard line. First down, Vancouver.
Yeah, and that's probably going to take it to the 2-minute warning. Sioux Falls realistically has one last shot if they want to have any chance of winning this.
Yeah, that will indeed. I don't know if they'll take a snap before the 2-minute warning. Let's see what they do. But you're absolutely right. I mean, they've got to get them to go for here, 4th down. But right now, I mean, Vancouver's at field goal range. I think Sioux Falls is looking a little oblique here. And that will take you to the 2-minute warning as Vancouver looking to lock this thing up. Scores 45-28. We'll be right back here in Vancouver on SFL on YouTube. And we are back here in Vancouver. Chad Rowland, Jack Brown in the booth tonight. Justin Reside and Top Kiefer are your statisticians for the evening, and Kip Irvine on the production. And that's going to be a handoff to Redford. It's going to get stopped in the backfield as Sioux Falls will burn their first time out.
Yeah, and realistically for Vancouver, at this point, if you get that first down, it's game over.
Yeah, and I think if you get a first down here, Jack, yeah, you're absolutely right. This game is indeed out of hand. As it's going to be 2nd 11 here from the 31. That is going to be a handoff to actually the backups look like they're now in.
Yeah.
As that's going to be another timeout for Sioux Falls.
That could be something.
So Robert Redford finishing the game tonight with 71 yards, which will leave him 4 yards shy of 15,000 rushing yards. So next week you'll be able to see Robert Redford break that. And it's going to be 3rd and 9 here from the 29. Brown looking for the out route, finds his target, that is Huxley. And that is going to be a first down. Sioux Falls burns their last time out, and right there, Jack, should seal the deal.
Yep, good game from Sioux Falls, but unfortunately, their problems on defense haunted them too much. And Vancouver was able to run away with it right at the end.
So it looks like we're going to take victory formation here. So Vancouver will move to 6-4. They are now going to be 2 games ahead of Portland. Seattle and LA have been eliminated from playoff contention. Portland, with that loss tonight to Louisiana in overtime, I mean, that puts that opportunity for them to hit their first playoff appearance even bleaker. If you're Vancouver,
yeah,
this is a good win for you. And we're going to take it to a game update here at the SFL studios with Cameron Irvine. Cam, take it away.
While you're taking knees, Queen City's trying to disrupt the survivor pool. Lots of cash on the line, but this was not a good play from Lakeman. Delaney Nash, back-to-back weeks with pick sixes, and this one, a pretty one, somehow gets away and goes untouched. Fort Worth has the lead. Queen City has the ball in the fourth quarter. Back to you guys.
Oh, wow. That's going to be an interesting game to be able to go watch once we're done here. And, yeah, so if you're Sioux Falls, Jack, I mean, you had to win out to have a shot.
Yeah.
If you go 6-6, it's going to be a really, really, really tough road for you. I think you needed this victory. I think you needed this victory tonight. And, you know, this hurts them.
Yeah. It was going to hurt him big, too. Like, yeah, as you said, like, yeah.
So they did beat Tulsa earlier this season. But their strength of victory was pretty good. But like I said, they needed this victory. Tonight they did not get it. And that is going to do it here in Vancouver as the game is over, as Vancouver will move to 6-4 and have a comfortable, maybe comfortable lead in the Pacific Division and try to clinch that up. They may be able to clinch next week. We'll see what happens once all the standings and everything are done and over with after the games. But Vancouver, I mean, they looked fantastic tonight.
Yeah, all three phases of the ball, they were dominating Sioux Falls throughout it, especially in that second half, outscoring them 24-7. And the two things that harmed Sioux Falls the other day, turnovers and letting Vancouver get behind them. Those are the two things you don't want to do. And Vancouver exploited them all day, ate them up like a packed lunch.
Yeah, I mean, Sioux Falls, the last three offensive drives, 3 and out, interception. A stat coming from the stats truck. Sioux Falls, 8 total yards in the fourth quarter. 8.
Sheesh.
After having 348 total yards in the first 3 quarters, that Vancouver defense locked them down. And if you're Vancouver, I mean, you're riding high right now. 6, and look at this play right here. That was still amazing. 6-4, you've got 2 weeks to go to not only clinch your division, but try to get better seeding in the playoff order. And there's Robert Redford, nice little touchdown run there. So, but if you're Sioux Falls, I mean, give me a takeaway from tonight's game there, Jack.
Well, primarily it's just keep your guys in front of you, you know? They struggled that all game long. They played too aggressive, played underneath Vancouver. When you're going against a big play offense, you got to keep them in front of you, you know? There's no problem with going for some deeper depth coverages when you're going up against a big play offense.
Yeah, it looked like Sioux Falls offense really relying on the screen game, and I think you got to have a little bit more creativity out of your offense, right? I mean, only 28 points scored in this game. I mean, granted, they've won 4 games this season, but when you're watching that offense tonight, Jack, I mean, all it was screen pass, screen pass, screen pass. And let's take a look here. Let's take a look here at the player of the game, which is going to be Christian Brown. He had a fantastic game, 30 of 36, 371 yards, 4 TDs, had that 1 pick, and just perfect game tonight if you're Christian Brown. So that is going to do it here in Vancouver. For Tom Kiefer and Justin Maside and Jack Brown, I'm Chad Rowland. Thank you again, and we will see you next time on SFL on YouTube.